Alright guys, so we got ourselves a little word problem here. We have a newborn calf, weighs 40 kilograms, and each week it increases by 5%. That's because the calf is growing, correct? Let W be the weight of the calf after T weeks. Well, we want to set up a table here, and we're talking about two things. We're talking about the weight, and we're also talking about the time. Now remember, we always talk about inputs and outputs. What are we putting in here, guys? Which one is dependent on the other? A lot of people might say, well, the calf is putting in weight, but the weight does not affect the time. The time is what is affecting the weight. So that's how you know that letter T is going to be the input, what you put in, and letter W is going to be the weight. It's going to be the weight, what you get out. Because when they say, hey, when is the calf, or how much is the calf weigh in 3 weeks? You have to give me the time for me to give you the weight. Well, let's start with the beginning. When the calf is born, so no time has passed. When 0 time has passed, the calf is already weighing 40 kilograms, right? And we say that every week it goes up by 5%. Well, if 1 week passes, well, what's 5%? What's a 5% increase? Well, let's think about it this way. We have 40 right now. We have 40, and we want to get 100% because of its original weight plus an extra 5%. So in reality, we want to know what's 105% of 40, the original amount plus a 5% increase. So if we want to know this, guys, we actually have to multiply. We can't multiply by a percent, but we can multiply by a decimal, 1.05, right? And that would give us, let's grab a calculator. And if I were to show you a calculator, let's see, 40 times 1.05, that actually gives us a 42. Okay, now what happens on week 2? So now we got ourselves 42, but we still want a 5% increase. Is it going to be the same, plus 2? Not really, because we have a different number now, and we want 5% of this new number. So it's going to change a little bit, guys. So what's 42 times 1.05? That actually gives us 44.1. Now, it's very close to adding 2, correct? But you're going to see what happens. As more time passes, now it's going to be as more time passes, now this is a 44.1 times 1.05, same amount, same percent increase. 44.1 times 1.05. We actually get, let's erase this, we get 46.305. Or in other words, if we were to round to the nearest second decimal, 46.31 kilograms. So there's not a pattern of plus 2 here. It's actually increasing exponentially. Let me write it over here. Exponentially. Because we're not adding the same thing over and over. We're multiplying the same thing over and over to get the new amount every single time.